If you're not using an OBD2 connection source and you're connecting the device directly to your ECU, depending on which version of ECU it is, you can then set up your DBC import or your frame content setup. I'm going to talk about how you can do that with a Syvecs device first, which is using the S7Fixed stream. A link at the bottom will show you where you can find that S7Fixed stream and how you can set that up if you have got a S7 that has got the custom CAN data completely blank. So once you've got that set up on your ECU, you can then go to the cogwheel here, click on the next cogwheel, and in here you can then go to your advanced menu and you've got open frame contents. In here, it's important to make sure these frame contents line up and match what you have got in your Syvecs custom CAN content that is being sent out from the ECU. You can open up the defaults and select some of the available defaults that are pre-programmed into the module, but generally the S7 is probably the best to use because it offers the full complement. You can change those items inside of the S7 custom CAN content if you wish, and then update it to here to basically get items that are previously not available. Once you've got that working and online, the second icon along on the left will basically highlight to basically say a custom CAN connection has been established, and then you can choose what the different sources are going to show for the speed. So when you click on the kilometers an hour here on speed, you can see at the moment it's using the internal vehicle speed option, which basically is done by looking at multiple options. What that will first do is it will see, is there a external GPS module present on this device, i.e. a GPSBT, and if so, it will grab the GPS speed from that. If that is not present, then it can use the GPS speed from the internal phone, but that is quite slow to update because it has only a 1 second update rate. What I would suggest to do in this scenario, if you haven't got a GPSBT, is change the data input source to basically be from the DBC and then vehicle speed, and then select the vehicle speed option so that it will pull that in from the S7 and actually then update to be presented with that. One final note that I want to bring up is the gear indicator that's here in the bottom right with the estimated gear. This is basically set up in the advanced menu. So the cogwheel again, go to the advanced menu and you've got set gear ratios. When you start driving, it will use the RPM divided by the vehicle speed to derive a gear ratio value, which will be shown on the right hand side there with the gear ratio. And what you need to do while driving, each gear that you're driving in, just update the value for each gear to be what you're seeing in that gear ratio box. Click close, back, and then the gear indicator will update every time you change gear.